pulling in a parking lot in order to play Pokemon Unite gym battles in this server. It's incredible. He gets 3 Rapidash gifts. Oh, the Gravity Falls gif. Oh, the Gravity Falls gif again. Oh, the Gravity Falls gif a 3rd time. Big fan of Gravity Falls. I was actually interpreting the 3 I was interpreting the 3 Rapidash gifts as 3 separate Rapidash gifts, but you know, that works too. Like, everyone wants them to continue Gravity Falls, but it also ended perfectly. Alright, we're getting into the first game here. Flying Gym against the new set of challengers. Challengers actually on blue team. This is the first time I've seen challengers on blue team here. Elmo hovering over the Ho-Oh. Moose on the Scyther. Jolteon's hovering the Talonflame right now. If that Ho-Oh isn't okay, good. And we see Blastoise Zeraora coming out from Osawa. Just quickly. Banning Mimikyu and Azumarill. So yeah, Osawa going on to that Zeraora. As we see, we enter game 1. Game 1 of an amount. We have no idea. As I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a jungle Zeraora and a jungle Talonflame or Scyther here. And we see Talonflame entering the central area for the side of the challengers and leaders. And now we see the first appearance of Ho-Oh in a Flying Gym match, and we see Zeraora actually, not Zera. We see Scyther get a pretty good stack in. As everyone starts stacking up, Talonflame farming up, getting to that level 5 a bit before the Zeraora does. And now we see Talonflame fighting up against this Squirtle here. Squirtle trying to get out, and Squirtle's gonna go down here. Oh, the eject button onto the berry stuffs it's right there. Kai is probably so mad about that right now. That is so unfortunate. The eject button going perfectly onto that berry. Ho-Oh trying to hold down this bottom path. Getting kinda bullied by this power-up punch from the Lucario. The flamethrower, Lucario almost goes down. Will not go down though. Barely stays up. As we see Scyther potentially looking for a steal onto this red buff. Squirtle slowly taking it. Will not be able to get it, and Scyther comes out, yoinking the red buff right under Kai's nose. Kai is definitely not going to be too happy about that one. And all of the mid-Bs go into the way of the leaders. As the flamethrower coming out from the Ho-Oh almost takes down Lucario once again. So we see everyone gather up onto this bottom path. Brave Bird goes in. Zeraora takes so much damage, and we see Dunks going into the bottom path. Left on 29. Zeraora goes down. Brave Bird will be able to hit that Squirtle just barely. Will not be able to do much with it, though. Not being able to get that boosted and reset the Aerial Ace. As we begin to see a potential rotate to the... We see a rotate to the top path coming out from the Scissor. Scyther. And Ho-Oh and Lucario on this bottom path gonna be fighting it out again. Close combat will not be able to pick up that final B. As the red buff is taken and top path goes down for the challengers, and Talonflame's just gonna start taking this Regieleki. And it will go down uncontested as we start grouping up onto the bottom path. Lucario and Blastoise just start ripping this immediately. This Regirock's getting really low. Blastoise takes it down. That did so much damage. What dealt that much damage? Whoa! It looked like Hydro Pump did near a quarter of the Regirock's health there. As we might see Lucario go to take these 2 lane Bunnelbees that have not been taken by the Ho-Oh yet. Maybe a bit of a mistake. Eject goes into the Zeraora, trying to keep that Talonflame alive as long as possible. Will barely keep Jolteon's alive. As Ho-Oh's gonna get bullied into the corner. And Blastoise will ult for that. Seems like a bit of a waste of an ult going into that Ho-Oh there. You already had 2, and now Scissor's just gonna come up and it will actually go down. As the Talonflame goes in, the ult comes out from Zeraora and will actually be able to take it down. Using 2 ults to barely overdunk that, I don't think that the 3 overdunk was worth 2 ults. Especially as the Regieleki's coming up in 30 seconds. Blastoise on this bottom path, trying to farm up its ult once again. Talonflame will ult the Blastoise here. Just so many ults getting used. Brave Bird misses. Wild Charge will take down that Talonflame, but the leaders are just going to start taking this Regieleki. And now we're going to see some dunks onto the bottom path. Talonflame will come up, stopping that Blastoise from scoring. Another Blastoise ult will completely miss that. Scissor will try to do something. Pops the ult, almost takes down the Blastoise, will take it down. Lucario ult comes out, takes down that Talonflame. The close combat into the bush will not connect. Oh, enters the bush. Flamethrower reveals position. Flamethrower goes into the bush as well. Tower Up Punch goes into the bush, gets Flamethrowered. The Lucario will go down. So we prepare again. Blastoise will not be able to isolate that Ho-Oh. Now Zeraora looking to steal. Zeraora and Blastoise looking to steal this Regice. Scyther will be able to secure it. The Zeraora ult comes out. Scyther standing in this bush, trying to do anything it can. Will deal a lot of damage to that Zeraora. The Blastoise Surf will not connect. The Lucario will be taken down by that. The Scissor boosted autos in and will go down to the Blastoise. Will get 2. That's a very favorable trade for the leaders. This Scyther is doing so much. So we see Lucario leaning toward this top path. And Talonflame will overcap quite a bit onto this bottom path. Talonflame level 14, Scyther level 13. All three ults up for the leaders. Might want to use it into this fight. 5 seconds left. 1 second, and now it's... Rayquaza is up now. Talonflame in this central area, there before anyone else. Scyther almost goes into that Blastoise there. Blastoise will chase the Talonflame out of the bush. Will escape on the surf from that Ho-Oh. It's the same thing from... Same thing again. Blastoise will not... Surf will not connect onto that Talonflame. The Wild Charge from the Zeraora. Zeraora goes down immediately! Scyther pops ult, goes down. The Unstoppable coming out from the Talon... The Unstoppable coming out from Ho-Oh. Lucario's barely alive, will go down. Scyther going to be overcapping 30... going to score 70 onto the top path. Not even going to be taking this Rayquaza. As we back off, they back off. Zeraora will just start auto-attacking this Rayquaza. Has 3 points, might be worth to go for an overcap, but they're just gonna start ripping this Rayquaza. Scyther in this bush. Staying as far away as possible, trying to stay outside of the vision. Blastoise does not have ult. The Wild Charge goes into that Zeraora. The Zeraora will... The Scyther will go down, but both of them are alive, and they... The challengers have no secure, other than Power Punch on the Lucario, but the Lucario goes down. And this Rayquaza goes to the leaders as well. Scyther goes back, trying to stop this cap, trying to stop the Blastoise from capping. And that's going to be a very clean win for the leaders. Flying Gym Leader's looking very strong right now. I don't believe Ho-Oh Unite move was used a single time during that game. As we will see Moose terrestrialize into that Serena. Uh-oh, this is not going to be good. Moose's Serena, infamous for being very good. That is really all. Judging by that last game, I don't think they even have to terrestrialize. Moose was frying on that Scyther as well. But no, instead, pivoting over to that Serena. going to be fishing for that 100k on the Serena here. Gold star. We have the gold badge Lucario against the gold badge Serena here. We are back in Season 1 of Worlds. It's GG's unless they sort of push onto Moose. But Moose is just going to be jungling, I think. No, Talonflame was jungling last match. Yeah, it's going to be Serena into the top path alone against this Lucario. We're seeing the two... We are back into Season 1. We are playing Season 1 here. Serena versus Lucario in this top path. As we see Kai just trying to secure all of these, will not be able to secure that first Bunnelby. As Moose goes to get that, and will actually get a lot of the farm on this side. It's gonna get a lot of its stacks up already. Already level 4. But the Talonflame's here to help. It's gonna be a 3v2 if they want to play against this Sarina. Sarina, level 5, has that triple axle. Will be spinning. Unless I cannot read, and that says 4. Oh, Sarina goes down to the Zoroark, the Zeraora from Osawa actually doing a lot there. I just did not comprehend that that Zeraora just had the ability to even have value at all. As Moose is just going to try to damage control as much as possible. Power-up punch will be able to pick that up. X-Speed runs away, trying to get out. Trying to get away from Moose on this Sarina. Sarina is at level 6 with that drop kick. Triple drop kicks into middle. We'll be facing off against this level 7 Zeraora. Triple drop kicks again. Moose just spamming these drop kicks. We'll drop kick in. Drop kicks out. Moose goes down. Zeraora doing so much. Will barely not be able to take out that Zeraora. Elmo deciding to pivot off of that flamethrower. Sarina's trying to get active, but Zeraora is just doing so much to try and completely stop Moose specifically here, and it's working quite well. Sarina will be able to secure that Regirock though, and this might be the shift that they needed. Sarina up to level 7, up to level 8 now, outlaning the top lane carry from the other side. As we're just gonna back off, going for this Rayquaza, trying to steal the jungle as much as possible. Sarina farming up, hits level 9. Zeraora has no cooldowns. Dropkick goes out. Sarina just trying to stay alive. As the ult goes into the Lucario, will not be able to one-shot. The Zeraora ult goes onto the Ho-Oh. Moose is alive still! The dropkick healing is so impactful, and Ho-Oh gets 2 with the Sky attack. And that will be a break onto the top path and a free Regieleki. That's both of the objectives going into the way of the leaders. As we just start to re-enter the neutral. Moose might be going into this jungle, trying to get even more leveled than he already is. As the challengers are going to have to deal with this Regieleki that is going to be getting pushed by Elmo on this Ho-Oh. Zeraora will do like a decent amount of damage to the Ho-Oh, but it's not going to be a lot. It's not going to be enough, at least. Ho-Oh deals a considerable amount of damage to that Zeraora. It's going to be even. It's dealing more sustain, and that power-up punch will miss as Sarina gets a cap on the bottom path. On this bottom pad. And that's both of them. Serena does have this drop kick up. Lucario will not be able to go down. Serena just spamming drop kick, doing so much slow. The Blastoise will come out onto this top pad. Serena dunks a 4, though. Ho-Oh will not be able to dunk that 40. Zeraora accidentally goes into the Ho-Oh. That's not what you want to see if you're the Zeraora there. Level 13 Serena. That will be going down. Lucario will be going down. Drop kick comes out, trying to 1v3 here. Might work. And Zeraora will go down. Moose is so deep in their home. Moose is really trying to farm for this 100k. I don't think he's gonna hit it, though. Level 13. 3 minutes in. 1 minute until the Rayquaza here. We'll try to get even more experience. Level 14. As we see another team fight about to emerge on this top path. Blastoise goes into with the Surf. Serena jumps in onto this Lucario. Lucario tries to run away, will be able to. Power Punch does go into the Serena. Not much is going to come from that, though. Blastoise does not try to get... is not able to fully get that Serena into the home. Drop kicks away. Moose trying to only move around with drop kick, it seems. As we see, potentially Zeraora is able to pick up the KO onto that Talonflame. But it's not going to be able to do much else, and it actually might go down right now. The double drop kick in, and yeah, Zeraora goes down. And now Rayquaza's up. All Unite moves are up for both teams. As the leaders just seem to be ripping it. Lucario is right there, though. Lucario might be able to steal. This might be a winning game. And no, Serena is just able to get it. The Lucario leaves a bit too late. And Alt goes into the Blastoise, and this is going to be a 1 game for the leaders. And that's going to be 100, 200... Not going to be 300 quite. 280 points dunked. Power-Up Punch will not be able to land onto that Talonflame. Gets out right at the point. Aerial Ace will not be able to get as much value as you want it to get. Moose standing completely still here, knowing that they can't do anything. Zeraora is very low. Moose once again trying to exclusively move around with drop kick. Zeraora is just as annoying as possible right now, but it's not enough. Serena will ult onto this Zeraora. Nothing's gonna happen, though, as this game already seems to be over. Serena will be able to take down that Zeraora, finally. And that is a win for the Flying Gym. Even with a sub. And Elmo playing pulled over in a parking lot right now. That was Elmo playing in a parking lot, by the way. Shoutouts to Elmo for playing in the parking lot, playing as a gym leader in the parking lot right now. Was driving home, pulled over into a random parking lot in order to play these games.